Grail.
What's going on, people in Creamland? How we doing? From yesterday's spilling beer on the PC to today it still fucking works. It was just on the front near the power button and some of the USBs and the reset button and disk drive and touchscreen fan controller, which that still works. Anyway, if you guys like CreamTV, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, comment, follow, and subscribe, and turn your notifications on if you haven't already done so. Now let's jump right into this. Gotta delete some content, that's why I'm glad YouTube and Twitch exists, allowing me to upload my findings. Bear will never sit here ever again.
Now my brother's in jail, just because the bloody guards wanted to have someone guilty to show.
12 goals.
Ah, Chiron.
Reverend, Margrave.
I'm glad you're conscious this time. Thank you again for your dedication to the good of the city.
What have you discovered?
Gamut actually was on the track of a healing artifact, but he died before he could find it. His methods were unusual, but for the sake of all the infected, I've arranged for the search to continue.
So, there is hope. My mother Parain, that's good news. Here, take this. Warunk owes you her thanks and recognition.
Well, thank
And
you.
be more careful in future. Evil often comes unexpectedly in the Shadowlands. My people can't be everywhere.
You motherfucker.
Especially since your people should be primarily concerned with the enemy beyond the walls, Metropolitan.
All the better that there are no disagreements as to who will execute the summoner my people caught.
To my knowledge, that was a certain traitor, one whose demise left a vacancy not only as your deputy, but also in the office of Plague Bailiff.
More information.
Margrave, isn't your place really in the upper town?
That does not mean that I don't like to mix with people. I enjoy watching the carpenters just as much as I do spending an evening in the gardens up there. But you're right. Normally, Sergeant Fergalosh would be responsible for the lower town. Currently, however, some developments require my attention.
Like what?
Metropolitan Turgulent, you're the leader of the Rondrians here in Warunk, right?
If titles are important to you, the Metropolitan represents the Sword of Swords, the head of the Church of Rondra.
Strange title.
The sword is the queen of weapons. It is simple, honest, and without guile.
And virtuous enough to be used to put false co-conspirators in their graves.
If you want to look at it that way.
So the summoner finally gets his just desserts. Have you learned any more about why he was summoning demons within the walls?
His deeds were too reckless for a mage. His demonic masters must have ordered him to, or fall.
We demanded answers from him, but he remained silent.
And your goddess doesn't like the methods available to force someone to answer?
Either way, the sword is too good for him, so he will hang. An interrogation will be a waste of time.
Metropolitan.
The sword. If you.
Where?
Marketplace, second hour.
And of course you too are welcome to be there when the villain gets his just desserts. Until then, farewell.
His hanging corpse will serve as a warning to those who still pact with demons.
Fine. See you at the execution.
And greet your father for me. I'm sure he's expecting you. You'll find him in the old pillory.
Oh, well thank you. Thank you kindly.
Here, Warunkians! The Metropolitan has decreed that
those
from this
assholes
day
in the guard
forth,
slaughtered everyone who wanted to
whomsoever
get the food
makes
from the
on
armory
their
and spread it
speeches
around.
shall be
Those
punished
assholes in the
with
guard
12
want to
strokes
spread it
of the
around
cane.
fairly, not just throw it out into the
They
street
do
with...
Ooh. Something called Virgin Magic Chalk? I mean, no, where are we going? Quite frankly, I don't.
That's Cairo.
You're back. You defeated Gammat.
It was his destiny, he claimed. The power of his gift has been transferred to me, just like Falk's. But I have even more to tell you.
Yes.
About undead slaves and false saints.
And then there were 5. It's terrible. To learn how your own children butcher one another. And now the next awakened is already on your trail. She says she will find you, and she gave me this.
An awakened was here? She spoke with you?
I don't know if she wants us as allies, or only as tools for her own plan. These are instructions on summoning. She said it can call up the demon that created your gifts. But the document is complicated. Nandurian figures, encrypted 3 times. I'll need some time to make sense of it.
Why should she play into our hands when she has everything and we have nothing?
She says that she can free you from the forced killings. I'm afraid we have to play along for now.
Only until she shows herself to me. Then she will answer me.
Damn right she will. Or I'll fucking bitch slap that bitch. Give me those answers. Where's my fucking info? Give me information. Where's my sister?
I found out that Azrael took Calandra to the Clawmore to expand her consciousness using a demonic plant. Azrael introduced her to Gammat, but didn't let them fight each other. The way Gammat spoke about their relationship, it reminded me of the way you taught us.
It fits. Azrael is trying to seduce Calandra with Borbarad's teachings, just like me. Vast knowledge, infinite power, tempting things.
We also don't know what role the Awakened who visited you plays. She may even be Calandra's messenger.
or her killer. That would be the worst.
But there has to be something you can tell me about this awakened.
Yeah.
After all, she did come here.
Maybe her gift drew her to you. Maybe she couldn't resist its power any longer. The gift influences the will of its carrier. You've already noticed that, haven't you?
Yes. Can you tell me more about her?
Her clothing is provocative. Lots of necromantic symbols. Not exactly Borberadian.
Okay.
Maybe she's not one of Azrael's followers.
Right.
She did say that she wants to help you, though she may be out to trap you. But with her look, she will have to keep a low profile in Warunk. That could give you an advantage.
Why should I summon this demon anyway?
If the bearers of the gifts truly are destined to kill one another, then the demon is probably the only one who can remove that constraint.
Why does it look like you get
Negotiating with
cataracts?
it is more likely to be successful than trying to talk
You guys
Azrael
notice
into
that shit?
abandoning her plan.
This guy looks like he's got cataracts.
Demons are hungry for human souls, and nothing else.
Right, and this is your chance. With the ritual of your birth, Azrael forced the demon to her will.
On very
That
high
is the only
graphics, this
reason
is
he
fucking,
created
they got
the
yellow
gifts.
teeth.
He should hate her for that. If you can offer him something valuable, then I'm sure he wouldn't be averse to taking revenge on her.
I have to offer him my soul.
Hopefully not. But you have something he wants, and for some reason cannot get. Otherwise, he would already have taken it. Also, you both want to hurt Azrael. That's not a bad basis for negotiation.
What does this awakened expect to get by summoning this demon? That's risky business.
If she's telling the truth. The ingredients listed in these instructions really could help. Each demon has its own peculiarities, which must be taken into account during the incantation. The real danger starts when it appears. The demon's true name helps to keep it under control, but you can never be sure if they will really follow your commands or betray you instead. In the end, the exact wording of the command is the most important thing. Whatever you negotiate with the demon, it will stick to it. And that's why every summoner is eventually dragged down to the Nether Hells, because they used the wrong words just once.
You've always had this way of boosting my courage.
Not just every summoner, Cairo.
You called Gamut your child. Don't tell me that you're father to us all.
Calandra is not your sister, you know that. I know I sired 3 of the 7. 1 girl, 2 boys. And you are one of those boys.
And Calandra?
She has a different father. He is as shrewd as he is obsessed with Borberad's teachings. 3 women and 4 men. That should be all 7 awakened.
That means this awakened could be my real sister.
Yes. Maybe Falk was your brother, or Gamut, or one of the others.
It's my assignment.
I've never summoned a demon. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how.
A summoning
neither.
isn't something you just jump right into. The preparations require time. As far as I can make from the document, 3 paraphernalia are needed to perform the invocation.
Paraphernalia?
Offerings to the demon. They make it easier to call and dominate.
Like pot and grinders?
Summoning ingredients, if you like. It says, "First take unto thee 3 stones of the 3 great powers. From the manor rob them 3, of the world, of magic, and of divinity. Burn now the 3 in demonic scorching flame of the Nether Hells."
Where am I supposed to get stones like that?
Summoning instructions are basically a matter of interpretation. You'll probably have to improvise. It's best you find this awakened and ask her.
If she isn't luring me into a trap to kill me.
Either way, you can't really lose.
Back! Father, you are a great man, but I can't listen to you anymore.
People of Warunk, here you see the villain responsible for the attack on our city and our faith. The executioner's sword he defiled is too good for him. A vile rope should suffice to send his dark soul where it belongs, the nether hells. Know this, Warunkians. So end those who dare rebel against the 12 gods. Take heed those who have used recent events to satisfy their greed. They are wrong, and I will call them to account. So, Rogue, any last words?
You will pay. You will all pay.
Where's the animation? I need to see that.
Fire! Fire at the old Rondra temple!
Uh-oh.
Skelina, Mactala with Harika. Your pardon,
Gilla.
sir, but have you seen my girls? We had agreed to meet, but they haven't shown up. That's not like them at all. Oh, it's you.
Right.
You rescued my brother from the cannibal. That was truly honourable of you. But would you help me again? Please, find my daughters. I can reward you.
Do you know more about what's going on between the Guard and the cartel? The streets look like Warunk is at war.
I'm just a simple teamster's wife, but I think it's about power. It always is. Maybe amongst the Rondrians too? I mean, ever since the Lord Aravor's betrayal, they've been busy with themselves. Many duels, many dead. That left them little time to take care of the refugee camp, but what does this have to do with my children?
Bitch, I don't know. You better give me a reward.
I noticed the summer stared at a child from the scaffold. Could your daughters have been at the execution? Or at least one of them?
The execution? Possibly. They were always wherever there was something to see. Especially Mactala loved that kind of thing. Even egged the others into proving their courage at the prison, even though I always forbade it.
Tests of courage near the cells of robbers, murderers, and defilers. I bet the summoner really impressed them, didn't he?
By the Dark Mother, they spoke of him. Please, you have to find them. They're triplets, barely 10 years old. They all have my hair, and they're all wearing green dresses. The prison is in the Guard headquarters, but they could be anywhere. Maybe even in the upper town.
I'll have a look around.
Those men with the armor that look
You
like
want to prove
demons.
yourself, you... Whatever you do it with honor. See me when you have something to report.
Okay, douchebag.
Those men with the armor that look like demon skin. I didn't just imagine it.
He's still young and has strong arms. In the Middle Lands, he would still have a life ahead of him.
from the guard.
He's still young and has strong arms. In the Middle Lands, he would still have a life ahead of him.
Oh, I'm about to fuck you up, son.
Nice fight. Chiron, I presume.
You know, if you have something hotter to offer than that fire, I just might be able to answer that.
Where that fire comes from, it's so hot that tougher men than you have melted like sweet caramel.
And you want to be the one to suck the last bit of life from my body before you enslave my bones, right?
Sounds inviting. But first, we too have a demon to summon.
So you really mean it?
Of course. It's high time we were rid of these demonic gifts.
I'm not summoning some demon just to toss in my soul. Maybe you're only here to get it yourself.
Listen, Chiron. Azrael created our 7 gifts. She had to promise the demon 6 souls in exchange, but she is allowed to keep the 7th. That last soul is supposed to become Azrael's tool, the first paladin. And of course, there can only be one. Azrael believes that life is but a constant battle, and she forced that battle upon us with the gifts. In the end, all of the prey has been devoured, and only the hunter remains. Borberadian philosophy.
You gave me the instructions for a summoning. You tell me Azrael's plans, I have everything I need. That sinks your chances of survival.
Damn it, you're just so cute. It isn't that easy. I have 2 secrets you don't know yet. The first is Zulgaroth's true name. That is the only means of controlling a demon that powerful once it has been summoned. The second secret, if I ever give it to you, will be a gift.
And I will have to earn that gift, right?
That depends on how far we go, Chiron. The true name should do you for now. By the way, my name is Cassio.
Calandra, does that name ring a bell?
No, never heard of. Or, wait, isn't that terrible disease where you get all those bloody blisters under your skin?
Shut up!
Cholera.
And there he blows. Seems like the gift isn't the only thing that has you under control. Have you sworn something to her? Eternal, unbreakable fidelity, maybe? That would be a shame.
What do you know about Calandra?
She is Azrael's new favorite, the new Portifex Maxima, the greatest portal opener of them all, the best of the awakened.
What portals? Out with it.
Her gift is supposed to open portals between the worlds, the human and the demonic. And although this is only my personal impression, Calandra doesn't seem uninterested in this power.
This guy they call the Demon Master. What do you know about him?
Oh, have you no respect for the divine Borberad?
He failed.
Maybe so. But more important is, those fools who worship him still haven't understood him. He followed no one's teachings, never recognized a master. Do you think he would have wanted statues erected in his honor and choirs of cultists mindlessly aping his teachings?
Azrael forced Calandra to swear an oath to Borbarad.
Azrael is not Borbarad, Chiron.
What?
What is this first paladin business?
Each awakened passes their gift on to their murderer. The paladin arises from the combined gifts. The paladin is infinite power, free-forming astral energy, the wet dream of every dried-up old magician ensconced between dusty books.
And your reason to kill me in the end?
When the time comes, the last of us will have to pay the tribute. They lose their will to Azrael. I don't know if you'd like that. I'd rather be dead than her brainless puppet. And I don't think either of us is stupid enough to keep playing into her hands by killing one another.
You gave my father
A horror from the Netherhells. His power is enormous. It has cost me a great deal to steal his true name from Azrael. He is the only one who can free the Awakened from the need to kill and break Azrael's power over the gifts. He created them.
He's Azrael's ally. Why should he listen to us?
Because he is not her ally. She forced him to do her bidding, as one does at a summoning, provided they succeed. He probably hates her.
And he doesn't know us. What could we offer him?
Maybe he likes to watch. Imagine if he wanted a violent struggle in the summoning circle. What would we do then?
Your appearance isn't exactly inconspicuous.
Well, thank you. You look pretty tasty yourself. Who am I supposed to hide from? That shriveled-up dwarf or the old man with the cane? They're busy enough just trying to kill each other. Why is Warunk considered freed when a woman is frowned upon just for showing a bare ankle?
I wasn't really talking about your ankles. I noticed you for other reasons.
That doesn't bother me in the least.
The fire demon, what did you have to do with it?
3 stones of dominion, burned by demonic fire. The first from a house of worship. It couldn't have gone better.
You summoned the fire demon.
You'll have to find that one out for yourself, handsome. But if you are looking for advice, in this city, the truly wise are likely to be behind bars.
The fire...
3 stones. But if you...
Alright. Got it.
Alright.
Good luck.
Look at that
And
booty.
see you soon.
Look at that booty. That was fucking easy. Ooh. So now, there we go.
Let's keep your head down. Here, you can have a knife across your throat faster than you can say for feck's sake. I wouldn't wander around here like that if I were you, but it's your life.
Come on, you get me and my sister together. She's already cold, though. Don't be like that. I still need at least 2 more customers today.
There, in the bushes. Keep your eyes open. Oh, business is going well, my friend. You won't believe what I accidentally found.
Damn. Migrational fire herb, whatever that is.
Now, if it isn't the strapping lad from the refugee camp, wanna show me your mighty sword? Come on, you get me and my sister together.
There, in the window. And there, in the bushes. Eh? Keep your eyes open. I wouldn't wander around here like that if I were you, but your life. I wouldn't wander around here like that if I were you, but...
I saw on the trap, but nothing. Whatever. Remember guys, if you like this episode, leave a like, comment, follow, subscribe. Does a great deal of help.
Now that the guard is here, you sometimes even see people from the upper town down here.
I don't know what the fuck this game is, but it's a fun one. I like it. Think you will too. This is why I do my Let's Plays. Right. We got 2 item quest thingies. 1, 2.
Those assholes in the guard slaughtered everyone.
Praise the divine lioness! Another blow has been struck against the darkness. Even for the fallen women. Yea, there is hope. Even those who once sold their bodies and had to compete with the unnatural attractions of rotting flesh. The divine lioness welcomes...
What do you have, you fucker? I'll buy that. Sell you that. Leave, dickface. Oh, pick up that weapon. What does it do? Nothing. Oh, fuck it. I don't care if it only does 8 damage. I don't want to talk to you. Ah, yes.
That's Chiron.
You want to... Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished.
Yesterday, the cartel went out on another foray. And I saw my neighbour again later. He had this deep cut.
Alright, cool. Going this way.
Hey! Down here! Magus. As fresh and free as ever. Naive irony, how amusing. In actuality, I'm only staying here to ensure that my appeal proceeds properly. According to the Codex Albiricus, I'm a free man.
Be glad you're sitting in that cell. There are fire demons wandering around out here.
Are you serious? That amateur was actually successful?
How did I know that you would somehow be involved?
Sir, I did not ask to be quartered next to that bungler, and when I learned of his perfidious plan, I did my best to minimize any damage.
A temple burn. A child is dead. Your help seems to have taken an unusual form, Theodore.
I am in no way responsible for the fact that those brats failed to memorize a simple hopscotch.
Tell it from the beginning.
This summoner they just hanged. Presumably he wanted to take revenge on the Warunkians and use those innocent children as his tools. He wanted them to summon the Typhelel, the fire demon. Summon? How irresponsible. I thought my plan had countered his plan. 'Tis a fool who thinks he's smart.
Just so I understand this correctly, the summoner taught the children a magic formula that would allow them to summon demons.
Absurd, I know. Also, I can hardly believe that pin-headed academic lightweight actually created that plan. It is as if it was someone else's idea.
More information.
What could go wrong?
If one does not draw the circle carefully, the demon will break out of it. Then he will skin the summoner alive, tear him apart, and smash some furniture, or houses, depending on his power. If the circle holds, you must bring the beast under your control. Otherwise, the demon will simply disappear once again, leaving you with naught but a new mortal enemy. Yet the most risk lies in the wording of the contract. The demon will follow it to the letter. To the letter. And he will use every possible misinterpretation, every little ambiguity against the summoner. Even the most powerful summoners have failed because of that. And if that doesn't get them, the plague of Duglum does. Eventually everyone who consorts with demons gets that.
Any advice?
Do not allow any discussion. And decide quickly whenever a decision is needed. The longer you discuss, the worse it gets. Quite like an academic dispute, actually.
I'll remember that. How exactly do you summon a demon?
Each demon is unique, and the peculiarities of their summoning are correspondingly diverse. You need instructions for the summoning, very expensive and rarely of high quality. You also require a summoning circle in which the demon will appear, and a protective circle for the summoner. The demon is usually offered paraphernalia, offerings in order to lure him. These can range from crushed gemstone to the salt from a dragon's tear to a 16-year-old virgin. If such can even be found, should you not have any on hand, and this applies to all ideal paraphernalia, then you must improvise. Yet improvisation increases the risk, and a summoning certainly presents oneself with more than enough of that. One is safest when one knows the demon's true name.
How did you plan on keeping the children from performing the summoning?
The demon servant gave them some summoning chalk and taught them some hopscotch. I listened and realized if performed correctly, those innocents would summon a Typhilel. I used Sleep of 1,000 Sheep to make him sleepy. Then I taught the children a few syllables of Zyad, the language of the demons, as you may know. If those snot-nosed little brats had memorized and recited those few simple syllables correctly, the demon would have appeared in a much weaker form, if at all.
Not bad, for an eccentric bookworm.
You do me too much honor. After all, it didn't work, did it? And a prohibition would have only encouraged them. Never mind the fact that the utterance of prohibitions is per se paradoxical. But, Nandus, forgive me, the villain was a better kindergarten teacher than I. Perchance you're interested in the Typhilel yourself. I could teach you the wording for that spell, just to be safe, of course.
Then let's hear it.
Malkor, Mashrak, Maragosh. Zijam, Typhel, Marashik. Marak, Marak, Maratai.
Do you smell that too?
Yes, but it is not my fault that the sanitary facilities in these lodgings leave much to be desired.
That smells like smoke.
Truly. The upper town, it's burning. Well, at least now you know where the remaining children are, don't you?
We'll speak again, Magus.
If I still should be here, gladly.
Oh, Megan.
A fire demon, out of nowhere. Pray us, help us.
I'll handle this. Is the way clear?
In principle, yes. Providing Parel's people let you through.
Then speak on my behalf, Margrave. A child's life is at stake. And not even the cartel could want to see the upper town in flames.
You really think they still listen to me? No, Chiron. A lot has changed since you killed Falk. There is no plague bailiff anymore. All those Rondrians who served the traitor fell to Yarkon's sword. And Parel and Fergalosh both want to prevail in their turf war before the Rondra Church can send more troops.
Fergalosh wants to designate a new plague bailiff. He lied to me.
Parel believes he is fighting for freedom. Fergalosh believes he is defending the law. But both are making a terrible mistake. They're putting their hatred above the good of the city.
I understand. Guard is out of control, and that leaves you but a single man alone.
There is one option. Perhaps Yarkon's people are stronger. The remaining Rondrians are the only way we can get this town back together. And I would be very grateful for your help.
Simple question. What's in it for me, other than the cheers of Warunk citizens?
I'm still the Margrave. I'm certain I'll think of something appropriate.
Time will tell, Margrave. My next target is a fire demon.
What the fuck was that? now.
Leroy Jenkins!
Fucking pussy. Oh shit!
Well, still looking for the flames of passion.
You know there's a fire, and all you do is stand around.
I didn't lock the summoner up and thereby awaken his thirst for revenge. He would have called the Typhloel anyway. But here, he's at least useful.
You're gambling with someone's life. A child could burn to death.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I wouldn't have thought that a mind that inexperienced really could call the Typhloel. A hypothetical question, though. Which life would be worth more to you? That of a child, or that of your little Calandra?
You think it's all a game, do you?
Be nice if it were a game. But we need the Typhloel, Chiron. We need those burnt stones.
You're behind the fire demon summoning. What do you know about these things?
You do me too much honor. I had skilled support, but I like to help. Besides, bleached bones, they're nothing but deadly hot flames. Hard to crack with your sword and your cute metal glove.
Thanks to Azrael, I have more than my sword and my fists to use in dealing with demons.
And you should use that spell. And don't get too close, otherwise you'll singe the rest of your hair.
How do you know so much about Azrael?
I was her student, many years, growing up in the monastery where we were all born. You, me, Calandra, Folk, Gamut, and the other two.
You are no longer there.
You had the good fortune to be kidnapped. I had to escape on my own.
And of course that was easy, from a monastery full of blood mages hidden from the world in the mountains.
Once I'd seen through Azrael's plan, it was easy. I feigned affection while establishing contacts with the necromancers. When she brought Calandra to us, I saw her incredible talent. So I got some help. A new mentor, so to speak.
Who?
The Dark Mother.
You're the first awakened I'm not forced to kill right away. Can you tell me about the others?
Gamut and I were the first to see through Azrael's plans, and the first to flee.
To the necromancers.
Right. They have taught us much to help us resist Azrael's influence. We felt safe until the Rondrians came to Warunk, and Folk. Gamut wanted to cut a deal with Folk. I knew it wouldn't work. Poor Gamut. I liked him.
More than Folk, I suppose.
Folk was a fool. He obeyed Azrael's every word and believed that she would give him preference for that. He was to awaken Calandra, but for some reason, he was too late. If you hadn't exposed him, Calandra would have come to us much less spectacularly after the wedding. That would have helped him, but only until Azrael found out how quickly little Calandra learns. Then she would have dropped him.
Folk, Gamut, Calandra, you and I. 2 awakened are missing from the list.
Right. But you will learn nothing about them from me. I owe them that much.
At least their gender.
Why that of all things? I understand. 3 women, 4 men. You want to count, to know if we are related by blood. Yes, that could become important for both of us.
This monastery, tell me more.
The monastery was our birthplace. It is dedicated to none other than Borbarad himself. And where is it? High in the cliffs of the Black Sickle.
We all come from there?
You and Calandra, you were kidnapped by our father. But the rest of us grew up there, trained ready for the battle that awaits us.
You mean our father?
Looks like it. But you really take it that seriously, gorgeous.
The 2 other awakened, do you think Calandra is with them?
Azrael will have introduced them to her. Naturally, her new favourite's gift must continue to grow. Of course, I have no idea who survived.
The Dark Mother. You sold your soul to her.
Yes. First Zulgaroth, then her. Granted, the first time I had no choice.
Sounds risky.
And exciting.
Maybe I'd be a little nicer to you if you were to tell me what gift Thargonitoth gave you.
You've got this charming way about you I just can't resist.
So, when push comes to shove, you can make zombies fight for you.
Nightmares, Chiron. Deception, illusion. I'm a playful kind of girl. And the smell of rotting bodies bores me now.
You work blood magic, right? Then your soul belongs to Borbarad.
I admire what he did. Playing the archdemons off against one another. I like his teaching and use his spells. And if he can lay claim to my soul from where he might be now, for all I care, then the 3 entities can fight over me. When it comes down to it, the Dark Mother is likely to be the most powerful.
You want to be an undead?
I've already done so much for the Dark Mother. I'm certain she has a better use for me. Once she accepts me, I shall become a Morkan. A demon that creates entire worlds from people's nightmares. I couldn't imagine aspiring to anything higher. But I don't want to take any chances. Zul'Goroth must release me, and that's why we have to summon him.
How do you...
I was...
You are no...
You...
And of course... Who? To the net.
Gam.
Okay, we got all the information.
How could you do that? Give that summoner a crazy idea like that.
Letting children summon demons. Well, we are in the Shadowlands. Better too early than too late.
One of those children is dead.
Perhaps yet another shall soon die, if you do not rescue it from its plight.
You also know where the last child is, am I right?
The ruins of Razazor's pyramid. That would definitely be an exciting place to play, wouldn't it?
You're doing that to provoke me.
I have to know who I'm getting involved with.
You wait here, you still have some explaining to do.
I love it when you give me orders.
What was that noise? Ooh, perception. No place for fucking children.
Hey, kid!
Malko Mashrak Malko Mashri.
I'm talking to you.
Marak.
Stop that and listen to me.
What do you want from me?
Come here. Very slowly.
Mama told me not to go with strangers.
But she didn't tell you not to call demons. If you want to see her again, listen to me. And now get a move on. Your mother is waiting at the place of execution.
You're a party pooper.
If you don't get a move on, I'm going to turn into a really bad party pooper.
I'm going to tell Mama.
Mashrak.
Motherfucker's trying to kill me! I need a healing potion or I'm gonna die. Fuck you little fucking shits. I'm sick of you. Die! That's right. Fucking stupid little brat. Dumb bitch didn't know what she was doing. There's a trap around here somewhere. Well, it didn't matter about your stupid trap. I was still able to get through. Because I'm a boss. As you can see, my sword and shit are glowing because they're poison. Perception.
Those fighters. A refugee? What's he doing up here?
Refugee my ass, I'll kick yours. Ah. Can't hurt me. I took the poisoning resistance potion. It's still effective.
The view from up here is breathtaking, is it not? When you people down there in the streets, do you? It's the sun.
That either said labium or laborium fruit.
Hard to believe that Folk was a traitor. He was such a handsome fella.
Oh, there's a fucking reason he's here.
I thought the plague would take me, but look, and all thanks to the Saviour from the swamp.
I'm glad to be in here. I hear people in the West Town are rotting alive.
Free city. Freedom out, maybe.
Are you always a bitch?
You want to prove?
Ah, I didn't get that one yet. I didn't get that one yet.
A good day.
There you are.
No demons so far.
Where's Skelina?
By the time I got to the fire, it was too late. I'm sorry.
I see. Please don't talk about it. I'm grateful to you, despite everything. You brought back 2 of my children.
I wish you strength.
Thank you. And good luck in your travels.
That's Cairo. The one who annihilated that Shadow King in the marketplace.
Announcement of the Metropolitan. Fault.
Don't tell.
I look different now. Oh yeah.
Those assholes in the guard slaughtered everyone who wanted to get the food from the armory and spread it around.
Those assholes in the guard want to spread it around fairly, not just throw it out into the street.
Praise the divine
take it all
lioness.
for themselves.
Another blow has been struck against the darkness. Even for the fallen women. Yea, there is hope. Even those who once sold their bodies and had to compete with the unnatural attractions of rotting flesh, the divine lioness welcomes them. This is an omen for your own return to the path of what is right and good. Know that it is never too late.
Open it now. And it is I, the one and only Karen.
People of Warunk, fear the demons. Renounce their temptations and defy their servants.
Now my brother's
you want to prove your... Mission accomplished.
That's Cairo.
Here, Warunkians! In Rondra's name, praise the city guard.
Those assholes in the guard slaughtered everyone who wanted to get the food from the armory and spread it around.
Those assholes in the guard want to spread it around fairly, not just throw it out into the street when soldiers just take it all for themselves.
Forgiveness
I
is
hear that
truly
the dead
divine.
risen to eat the flesh of the living.
Chiron. Finally, I deciphered the second ingredient.
You mean you've translated the mysterious writing to mysterious babble?
Maybe your mind has finally grown as big as your mouth. Then I'll be more than happy to leave the last part of the translation for you.
What does this awakened...
If she... The demon... In the... And...
You've always...
The next ingredient sounds even more sinister. Pluck thee a root that doth arise from the drops of vilest nightmare and convulsions most pernicious.
Another riddle for us.
I would imagine the heretic Theodore could solve it for us.
The Magus. Yes, he shouldn't be hard to find.
He's from the guard.
Ah! Fuck you! Fuck you again!
He's from the guard.
I'll go handle Magus when I handle this.
Those snobs in the other town don't
What's
care
this?
whether we eat dirt down here or die on our own shit.
Where's it at? Ugh. Something's telling me there's something there, but I can't fucking get it. Well, there'll be another one. think I've carried out these ghostly apparition midden. Now they're gone, they're not going to be hurting anyone. Not the place I came out of. Oh, now it's blocked off for some reason. Fuck it. Excuse me. Yeah, I spilled that beer yesterday on my PC on the front of it. Not where it would get to the motherboard or the fans or any of that. All components are fine. The case is probably fucked up. So I can always buy another case.
That's Kyla.
You want to... Mission accomplished.
Now my brother's in jail. Just because the bloody guards wanted to have someone guilty to shoot.
People of Warunk, be reminded
Those
that every
assholes in the
death
guard
must be
slaughtered everyone who
reported
wanted
to the
to get the food from the
Metropolitan,
armory and
and
spread
each
it
body
around.
delivered
Those
unto
assholes
the
in the guard
Dios.
want to spread it around fairly.
Anyone who
not just throw
refuses
it
to
out into the
comply
street
and
where the
continues
soldiers
to
take it all for
exchange
themselves.
dead bodies for cash is now considered death, and will able do without one of their ears. Hear ye well. The days of the dragon are over. Mistress Rondra, be prayed.
Alright, what am I looking for in here? Wrong way? Right way.
That's Chiron.
Those assholes in the guards.
The Metropolitan has decreed, whosoever pacts or communicates with demons shall burn.
I'm glad to be in
Whoever
here.
wears
You want?
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Outside, Balaam, wherever.
Welcome, Chiron.
Do you even know?
In Rondra's name, drop your weapons. Belhalhard Heusenstam, you are in disobedience of the
The guard will take care of this scum, your reverence. No need to bother the goddess.
Pull your people back and drop your weapons. This is my last warning.
Chiron, always there when you need him. What's going on?
Parel thinks he can get away with total insolence. Just sends his people into our territory under the pretense of wanting to negotiate. Ah, good old Belhalhard sure gave those cartel toadies a swift kick in the ass. But the Metropolitan showed up before we were able to finish them. Parel snuck out of the tunnel, left his bootlicker Warunk to face the music. I mean, if you were to help just a bit, lads, it would be too bad if we were to lose Belharhart. And I can't interfere, understand?
You want to use me? Which demon shat in your skull to make you think we were still allies?
Come on, lad, this is war. You can't explain every little thing. Get Belharhart out of this hole, and we'll see how we can set things straight. Is that a deal?
They offered peace. Did you at least listen to their offer?
Bah, peace. I didn't have to listen. Parel is like the dragon, cunning and deceitful. And everyone who works for him deserves death.
The whole city is in uproar. I get attacked on every corner. Fergalosh, what's going on?
What's going on? It's about that lizard spawn. And that we choose the plague bailiff, no one else. And certainly not Parel. It's about survival, lad. And
this is about your old enmity and nothing else.
The guard must now stand as one.
You wanted to use me and now you need my help. Well then, let's see what our alliance is worth. Metropolitan, have your brave warriors come to mediate?
In the goddess's name and on Warunk's behalf.
You're siding with Parel?
This is not about intrigue. These men are guilty. I will not tolerate this kind of turmoil in our city.
Those pigs in the guard started it. We came to negotiate peace. Chiron, you know these people. Tell the Metropolitan it's the truth.
I don't care who wanted what. We have watched this honorless slaughter long enough. One side has to lose, and the Divine Lioness will ensure that the decision is just. You, Belharhart, may now choose for yourself and your men. Death or exile.
You have been deceived, Metropolitan. Yes, both have caused their fair share of death and devastation. But the cartel is here for no other reason than to murder Fergal.
Oh my fucking god.
If anyone is to be banned, then it should be the men of the Kreutzer cartel.
Is that true?
You can believe me or not.
All right then, I will trust you on this.
In Rondra's name, I, Yarkon of Turgeleth, Metropolitan of the Middle Realm, Rondra's chosen in Warunk, proclaim, these men from the Kreutzer Alley are hereby forever banished. You have until dawn to leave Warunk, or you will face the executioner.
Me? Why me?
Until we meet again. Rondrians, we're leaving.
We should crack a barrel, but first take this. And a special allowance, as agreed.
Thank you. I will get back to you. Now I need to talk to Fyodor.
I hate to disappoint you, lad. He managed to break out. Ran towards the brothel, of course.
The brothel. So in Kreutzer Alley.
A cakewalk, lad. That pack of thieves will keep their heads down. If you even actually see one.
One more thing. I don't like being used. Got it?
Sorry.
Oh, lads, don't be such a stickler. Once a guard, always a guard. We stick together.
Sorry, everybody. Am I supposed to go to... No, I'm not.
kids in the upper town don't care whether we eat dirt down here or die in our own shit.
Well then, whatever. Yeah, give me that plan. Like I said, if you see mantis, that don't bother me one bit. I do as I do, not as I'm told. Niggas be rotten, niggas be bald, but they never have what I've been with. Cause I've been stunting, just like I'm gold. Everyone know, this be the place to go when you wanna. Not plummet, not sinking, but head to the topic. Punch in the head, nigga, come fight me, I'll kick your ass. I'm drunk, living in the hood. I say nigga a lot. You don't like it? Fuck off, I don't give a damn. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Eat a clock!
Azrael's minions show up, there you are too. Amazing coincidence.
Yes, amazing the way you coincidentally lie in wait for me, over and over again.
We're working together. Or should I just rid myself of the gift and watch you bash Calandra's head in?
I'm looking for the second ingredient. And you?
So, the second ingredient, right? That's why you headed for the brothel. And here I thought we had something serious.
I'm looking for Theodore. Have you seen him?
He's sure to be somewhere near the Thorned Rose. You'd better hurry, before he beats you to the prettiest one.
I run into you time and again, but we still haven't fought one another.
Perhaps she would give me a chance against you others. But to be honest, I don't want to take that risk. At least, as long as that elf isn't in the vicinity.
Why did Azrael kidnap Calandra and not me?
She knows the man who brought you up. Him and his sense of loyalty. She knew that you would follow Calandra. Perhaps she thought that Calandra would need more training, or that she would be especially talented. Once in the monastery, Azrael would have converted you to her philosophy, providing one of the other Awakened hadn't already killed you.
Like you, for example.
I'll admit, at first I thought about it.
And now? Why do we have to perform this summoning in Warunk, of all places?
Time is short. I don't know when Azrael will realize that I stole from her. When she does, she'll come after me. But it will probably be hardest for her to do that in Warunk. Enemy territory for her. And you know your way around.
You could also work with another of the Awakened, or with Calandra. So why me?
Calandra has nothing I don't. Azrael will soon realize that too. And of all the others, you have the tightest ass and the strongest muscles.
Ooh. Do you want to make a zombie out of me?
To drive you out of your mind. That could be fun.
So, a little jousting with a hard lance instead of crossing swords.
That and more. Things that would make even visitors to the Thorned Rose blush. I'm sure that we'll be able to find a quiet moment to do more than just talk about it once we've summoned the demon.
Azrael wants to train Calandra. What exactly should I be imagining by that?
Maybe she's bathing in the blood of virgins or studying carnal lust with young slaves. She certainly won't be studying dried-up old scrolls. Not if Azrael has understood even a hint of what Borbarad's teachings really mean.
You think you found my weakness. We'll talk again once I've found yours.
If I have a weak spot, it's you, Chiron.
Why did Azrael...
What?
Like...
I'll admit.
And now...
Not anymore.
You seem nervous.
Azrael is on her way here, and she knows that we want to summon Zul'Goroth.
We're still alive.
Once she's here, that could change quickly, at least for one of us. So, go to the brothel and get your ingredient, and whatever else you want there.
What are you going to do in the meantime? Stand around half naked? At least here you won't be noticed.
I'll take care of the last ingredient. I've been doing that all along.
I'm one ahead of you. Hurry up. We may never see one another again.
Well, if we both die, we'll meet again in the Netherhells. Who knows? Maybe Zul'Goroth and the Dark Mother are neighbors.
And Calandra would remain, without our gifts.
But with Azrael as mistress, leading her soul around on a string, not the best alternative if you ask me.
I'm not the type to die easily. And you?
I hope that it doesn't have to go that far.
What are you looking for
Adeptus Feodor. Either in prison or in the House of Pleasure.
Ad primo. This is currently the last place the executive would allow themselves to be seen. Ad secundo, I am drawn here by purely intellectual temptations. I have discovered an extremely rare phenomenon of demonic provenance.
Time for that later. First, I need your help.
An analysis of your astral power? That may be of burning interest to you, young man, but consider the effort, time, temporal impens...
It's a mystery.
Interesting. Let's hear.
Pluck thee a root that doth arise from drops of vilest nightmare and convulsion most pernicious.
Radix appears Agrimothian narco-fictional in origin, humid hypnotic cohesion with aspects of spasmodic contraction, invocation ingredient possibly substitutable. Sounds like simple mandrake, or with a bit of interpretation according to my newest discovery, the dwelling of a creature from the nether hells, one of Thargunitoth's brood. This tree.
Right, we chop down the tree and I'll take the roots.
Come on,
Not so
get me and my
fast.
sister
The
together.
ladies who
She's
offer
already
themselves
told
in the thorned rose like to lay their children to sleep.
Under a demonic tree.
They have to go about their daily work. Screaming children would scare off the customers. Especially now, where the whores are starving because Fergalosh no longer tolerates clients with unusual desires.
The children sleep soundly under a tree controlled by the archdemon of nightmares.
Don't be like
they
that.
are
I still need at
outwardly
least 2 more
quiet.
customers
The
today.
fact that they are actually tormented by horrible nightmares is the other side of the
Like
coin.
so guys,
Before
who
we
like,
chop
comment,
this tree
follow,
down,
subscribe.
we
I've
should
already
first
done that, turn on
argue at
notifications.
length about the pros and cons.
You're not serious. I don't want to chop the tree down, I just want a root.
This is a veritable ethical dilemma. I am not willing to ignore this factor.
Get out of my way or I will smack you.
Oh yes, smite the defenseless unarmed scholar. A true challenge for a minuscule mind. But I made acquaintance enough with violence in prison. You will have to cut my throat if you want to get past me.
Or argue with you?
Or argue with me.
You spoke of mandrake.
A magical plant, extremely useful for alchemical procedures. A humus elemental, actually, but in this case, probably demonically perverted. This subject combines influences from Agrimoth, the corrupter of elements, and Thargunitoth, mistress of nightmares. Most unusual.
And how does a mandrake grow?
Mandrakes
Come
are usually
on,
found
get me
under
and my sister
gallows.
together.
Their conditions are ideal. At the moment of hanging, the man... fertilizer, if you will. Rather lends the term Mother Earth a whole new meaning, wouldn't you say?
If only I hadn't asked.
We are facing a serious moral decision.
42.
What? Does this relate to our discussion?
It is an answer, isn't it?
Get back to the topic.
Too bad people don't like the easy answers.
So then, should the children suffer nightmares and be well fed, or should they sleep soundly and drive off their mother's clients with their cries?
How do we know that the tree does not already have us under its spell? Maybe we're only dreaming this discussion.
It's simple. Thargunitoth would send us a nightmare, not an ordinary dream such as this discussion.
Exactly. A nightmare.
Forgive me, but I have the impression that you find this discussion unpleasant.
This is boring me. I will win the debate anyway. In fact, I've already won. Just now.
I'm afraid I can't quite follow you.
You seem somewhat out of sorts. Luckily, there's a brothel not far from here.
How is that supposed to help me?
The best cure for confusion. Brings a man back down to earth.
Indeed. You wouldn't mind waiting here a moment, would you?
Take your time.
Come
And a
on,
smile
get me and my
upon
sister
regarding
together.
our
She's already
dispute.
told, though.
What have you...
Well, thank you, I have everything I need. And I didn't even have to chop down the tree.
I was outwitted! Outwitted like a...
Come
Half-wit?
on, you get me and my
Unbelievable.
sister together. She's already told, though.
Half...
Ah, bag.
Hop.
Don't be like that. I still need at least 2 more customers today.
Oh lord, more demons.
Keep your eyes. Now that the guard is here, sometimes even people from the other town.
Coming, father. You better have that ingredient.
Yesterday, the cartel went out on another foray. I saw my neighbor.
I have the roots.
Very good. We're close, Chiron. Here, the third ingredient's description. Look at it. A dram of those humours which doth nourish the demonic majesty. Its bearer is rooted most firmly in the earth.
Sounds like a plant.
I think it means black wine. Black wine. Mutated vines that feed on living organisms, animals, humans. The juice of the grapes causes severe intoxication. Many associate this plant with Bel-Kelel, the archdemon of black, rotten rust. Many slaves were sacrificed, or no longer exist.
Sounds like cartel business. Show me that third ingredient again.
A dram of those humours which doth nourish the demonic mutated.
Those men with the armour that looked like demon skin. I didn't just imagine them.
Those Borberadians really are everywhere.
Bad news. Azarel has arrived in Warunk.
Damned elf. So what do we do? Do you have your ingredient?
No, there were complications.
Cassio, what's going on?
The invocation will take place. You can rely on me, Chiron. Completely.
Afraid of hope, maybe.
I hear that the dead have risen to eat the flesh of the living. Refugee.
Warunkians, keep your city clean.
Margaret.
Whoever kills a dozen undead rats and delivers them to the
Still
temple
alive.
shall receive an
Just
entire
barely.
bowl of good
Warunk really isn't the safest place to be.
Be noted.
Unfortunately, I was misguided enough to believe that the power struggle between Parel and Fergalos would be over after the fracas at the prison.
Their hatred is so great that no setback will keep them from fighting. We know that now.
It must come to an end. They will go on fighting until one eliminates the other.
Then why are you talking to me?
There are rumors about you, that you are taking sides in this conflict.
Some say you are changing sides.
They are lying.
Your actions are of no small concern. Make no mistake about it, Chiron. You have become an important factor of power.
Both sides are worn down. A final battle would decide everything.
Probably for your side. We need only wait to see who wins.
Honorable fight. Isn't that true, Metropolitan?
Once this is over, you will find me available for a fight pleasing to Rondra's eyes at your convenience. Throughout history, there have always been those who have paid a price.
Yakon, without a winner there will be no peace, but we can't wait until his boots are ankle-deep in the blood of his enemies to recognize him. Women and children have already been... Fergalos has taken cartel family members hostage.
He probably wants to gain time to prepare for the final assault.
So?
We let them fight until one side has the upper hand. Then we step in.
Perhaps you can assert your influence and get the hostages released. We should. The Metropolitan and I agreed on a reward which is...
Aravor consorted with demons. If the armor ever had Rondra's blessing, then it has long since been lost. A dirty cause.
Charming. Simply charming, Metropolitan.
Those assholes in the guard slaughtered everyone who wanted to get the food from the armory and spread it around.
Those assholes in the guard want to spread it around fairly, not just throw it out into the street where the soldiers just take it all for themselves.
Thought of Aravor was a traitor. All those who followed him brought shame upon them.
the hero of the guard.
I see you're getting ready.
To look that snake that crawls through Warunk's underground in the eye, yes.
You've both done your share of the killing.
I know how it looks to you. Guards and smugglers, an everyday ordinary conflict. But this is different. Robberies, assaults, burglaries, all just to get my people to come to the scene, where the knife artists lie in wait for them. Young men have lost their lives, many women their husbands. Parel seems to have gone mad in his bloodlust. He wants to destroy us. He used to believe in freedom. Now he's fallen to the dragon completely. He must die, lad.
Dolorosa grows black wine in the backyard of the Thorned Rose. The brothel is under the guard's supervision.
I can't...
And that's all you have.
All right, if that's what you want. Dolorosa will be whipped as soon as we've done with the cartel. Satisfied?
I thought you were friends of a sort.
I tried to talk to him, often, but he's not the man I once knew. He's become an animal, a servant of demons, he and all his people.
And that means?
We must prevent those ideas from spreading at any cost.
I have to go see Dolorosa.
Relax one last time before the battle, eh? You'll meet some of my boys there.
It's about black wine. I know that the brothel is dealing in it.
And you want some of that infernal, soul-eating brew? It's not like it's any of my business, but I would find a decent...
Right, Sergeant. It is none of your business.
I never would have expected that. I'm sorry, but I can't take any chances. If we're going to win, you'll get your...
All right. I heard you've taken... Those are women and children.
If it weren't necessary, I wouldn't have given the order. But to defeat the dragon, you have to think like the dragon. Parel would do the same.
You want to kill the women? Sergeant, are the profits from the brothel really that important to you?
I don't understand.
As you said, the men want to relax before the battle. And guaranteed afterwards as well. What could be more convenient than fresh widows?
What?
Except, of course, if you own a brothel. And you have decided to kill all the lonely widows. For the profit.
No, it's not like that.
Maybe so. But people will believe it.
All right. For all I care, I'll let them go.
Let's talk now about the danger I'm going to face. After all, a lot is at stake for you.
You are truly insatiable, lad, but please, Once the Kreutzer cartel has been destroyed, I'll put together a little something for you. Wait here, lad. I'll look after the prisoners. Tell them a few lies. Maybe that way we can at least surprise Parel. So, they're free. Now we have to strike. Are you ready?
Let's go.
That's the spirit! Off to Kreutzer Alley!
Don't be like that. I still need at least 2 more customers today. Don't be like that. I still need at least 2 more customers today.
What are you looking for?
Did you hear what they did to Dolorosa? That's terrible.
That's enough blood.
At last, Metropolitan, this is contrary to all the rules.
We're not here to help you. You yourselves have chosen the law of the sword, and by that you will now be judged. Fergalosh has won. He will choose the new plague bailiff. Parel is defeated. His life lies in Fergalosh's hands.
In his of all peoples?
Not so fast, Metropolitan. Naturally, the victor is always free to temper justice with mercy.
Haven't you had enough, Margrave? Do you think these fools will ever make peace?
The balance of power was disturbed, yet with a little common sense, we can restore it. But as we all know, it is the victor who must decide.
Not bad. What do you think, lad?
Banish him. Margrave, make a fresh start.
The office of Plague Bailiff started the dispute, an office which has brought Warunk naught but misfortune. It is hereby abolished. Yakon, mundane matters have kept your people from their real task for far too long, the protection of the city from foreign threats. As thanks, your church is to receive a new office. From this day on, you select the military bailiff. We learned a great deal from the massacre in the refugee camp. The necromancer's poisonous beliefs have seeped deep into our city. Metropolitan, you shall receive assistance. I hereby create the post of Black Bailiff. who, in Lord Boron's name, will combat everything the unholy Razazor and his minions left.
Clever. Very clever indeed, Your Honor.
Fergalos, however you decide to deal with Parel, the loss of the Kreutzer cartel will tear a hole in our supply chain. Your disobedience was to a good end. Choose, therefore, someone from your ranks for the office of tax bailiff. Uphold the law and manage trade shrewdly, that Warunk may flourish anew.
So, Parel, ya rotten piece of dra—
So, now you think you're the all-merciful.
Just get the hell out! We have better things to do! And you, lad, thank you. Your reward is waiting for you.
This is a great day, not only for Warunk, but also for the hostages you freed. The future will show that you made a good decision. Of that, I'm certain.
There had been enough deaths in the feud between the Guard and the Kreutzer cartel. Margrave Zumadan considered the balance of power to be resolved for the
The blessing of the marshes will redeem you. Payable in installments by the end of this moon.
They should have ripped her heart out, I say.
Yesterday, the cartel went out on another foray.
Sacrifice one of thine own blood, but they must needs choose their death of their own free will. This is the last part of the incantation. He was easy to convince. Our father is a man of sense. Come to the Prios Temple as soon as you read this. We are waiting for you. And hurry. If Azaril finds us, We will pay dearly for this.
Father.
I hear that the dead have...
You?
My daughter's nothing but skin and bones.
One false move and I will stuff your blades down your throat.
Chiron, don't. It was my decision.
You put a spell on him so he didn't defend himself.
He is the last ingredient. There is no other way, Chiron.
I won't allow you to just be stabbed like some mangy mutt.
I'll be the last who has to die because of the Awakened.
Be reasonable, Chiron. Don't destroy everything at the last moment.
You both knew all the time. That's why it took you so long to find this ingredient.
It wasn't easiest to wait until you had found all the others.
I trusted you, both of you.
Damn it, Chiron! Don't take away my only chance to make amends for my crimes against you all!
Chiron, Cassio, the whole happy little family together.
Azarel.
Now, don't be sad when I have to take an old friend of mine with me.
You think you'll get away with it? You are wrong!
What's to stop me from cutting off your head here and now?
Try it, Chiron. Maybe you are faster than my people. And maybe you'll even find our pretty little Calandra.
What have you done with her?
Calandra is developing marvelously. She is eager to learn, strong-willed, and loyal. My dear Cassio, I know you are versed in a variety of interesting games. Certainly. Unfortunately, we agree that the most edifying part of this meeting is yet to come. I feel it. Your gifts crave union. And the arena is already prepared. Why don't you start with the union right now? Sooner or later, you will have to anyway.
I'd rather ram my weapon into my chest myself.
Come on, Chiron. Otherwise, it will be too boring.
What?
Mother is right. Draw your weapon.
Are you crazy?
No, I am an awakened.
If that's how you want to die, then come here.
You'll get more than...
Ascend the ranks. sister. I love you.
And again, the powers of the gifts unite. I look forward to our reunion, Chiron.
I'll laugh in your dead face, and soon. Damn soon.
Well, not just yet. Calandra has to get a little rest first. Unions are demanding, as you know.
How many awakened has she already had to kill for you, Azrael?
Maybe one. Until then, all the best, my child. Prepare yourself carefully. You should...
You left me no choice.
I know. Everything went according to plan.
What are you talking about? What plan?
My second secret. Sacrifice one of thy own blood. But they must needs choose their death of their own free will. I had already accepted that before you had even drawn your weapon.
The summoning. What would you have done if you had won?
Hoped that you would do the same for me. But I won't ask you about it.
Azrael knew.
That I would sacrifice myself for you and your stupid Calandra. No, something like that would never even enter her infinitely wise little head. She trusts her persuasiveness too much. But you can't preach freedom and enforce obedience. And that is what Zul'Goroth will teach her.
You shouldn't talk anymore.
Never mind, Chiron. The Dark Mother is stronger than Zul'Goroth. She will take me in. I'm looking forward to it. It is unfortunate that I'm going to miss our little date now. But my body will still be here. You can tell me about it later.
Shit.
If you knew how many people I've tortured and killed, this would be easier on you. Come here. I'll reveal my first secret. Zul'Goroth's true name. Just remember, we can win. And now, drag me into that cursed circle.
Stunned, Chiron stared at Cassio's lifeless body. Never before had a stranger sacrificed themselves for him on his own. Her trust in his ability to defeat the demon and thereby save Cassio's soul must have been unshakable. Her trust, or her hatred of Azrael, all was prepared. If Chiron wanted to defeat the Borberadian and save his father, if he did not want to be doomed to kill the woman he loved, there was but one thing he could do. Just what Azrael had done decades ago, when she gave the awakened demonic powers and pledged their souls for it. Chiron lit the candles. He strode into the circle of protection and said the magic words. At Oki Orok Zul'Goroth, Og Saraminja Ides, Raki Zul'Goroth.
Mortal, who are you to drag me into this sphere?
You should know me. I'm Chiron.
Chiron, how nice that we finally get to meet in person.
I know your true name, demon. You will serve me.
Certainly, Master, certainly. Forgive my disrespect. Please, accept this gift, a new set of armor as a sign of my submission.
No tricks. Your kind always demands something in return.
Forgive me, Master Chiron. I didn't mean to surprise you. What is your command?
Break your pact with Azrael. Release the souls of the awakened.
Master, that is not in my power. I am bound by a contract with your enemy Azrael. I cannot change that from my sphere. 6 of her 7 souls are mine. Nothing will ever change that, especially since you have nothing to offer that's not already half mine. And 5 of those souls already serve me. Please, give me a different command.
The need to kill attached to the gifts must end. Extinguish the Awakened's need to murder one another.
You want to be able to transfer the gifts freely without having to kill one another. I like that, Master. And I can make it happen. But for that, I must ask something in return.
I should have known. What do you want?
The kidnapping your father once performed ripped some holes in Azrael's contract with me. She tried to fix them with 7 seals. I'm bound to them, as you are, but I can act more freely than she thinks. I will lift you through the spheres. I give you the power to break the seals. Once that is accomplished, your need to kill will be lifted forever.
You want me to break those seals. That's all.
Is that so surprising? You will humble my enemy, and you will destroy the contract that torments us both.
What's the catch? What effect does the destruction of the seals have?
Your distrust hurts me, Master. I give you freedom, and as if that were not enough, you have received the best of all armor, and your gift will become even more powerful. Master, we use the same force. We have the same goal. And you'll finally see Calandra again. Trust me.
What happens once the seals are broken?
The need to kill will end immediately. You, Awakened, will be able to transfer your gifts as and when you see fit, should you so wish. That could even give rise to the first Paladin.
What was that bit about the seals again?
The kidnapping your father once performed ripped some holes in Azrael's contract with me. She tried to fix. I will lift you.
I'm ready. Take me to the seals.
I hear and obey, Master. Prepare for a long trip through the limbus.
Chiron!
Little advice. Never travel with demons. It's worse than swimming in a lake of acid.
Oh, you damn fool! It really is you! Come to me!
You are more beautiful than ever.
Oh, the armor? Don't worry, it has nothing to do with the gift. Or, not directly. It's a symbol. For my people.
You have people?
Some would even call it a retinue. But we haven't caught Azrael yet. We'll leave her for last.
Calandra, what's going on here?
Revolution, Chiron. The end of the old, the beginning of liberation. I'm so glad you're here. Together we will prevail. Zul'Goroth's gifts will not succeed in dividing us.
The need to kill. Azrael's plan to use us to create the first paladin. You know about it.
Azrael taught me a lot, more than was good for her. I had to do terrible things for her. Yet she instructed me in demonology, in blood magic, and in the teachings of Saint Warburad. That truth stands above everything. The fact that we are free, and that we can even overcome gods and archdemons if our will is strong enough. Every human a mage. Imagine how the world might look if Warburad's promise were to come true. Total freedom.
And the eternal struggle, like the gifts we had to bear, and were unable to choose.
That was Azrael's first mistake. Her second mistake was that she wanted to force me to worship Warburad, and I feared that would cost me my soul for all eternity. But her third mistake will be her downfall. Every believer must promise his soul to Warburad. They thereby enter into a pact with a demon, probably Amazaroth the Deceiver. The pact is needed to learn blood magic, but there is a way to break it. Azrael knows it, and she keeps it secret, and it gives her power over Warburad's disciples. But this knowledge is every man's right, every human a mage. Never again should anyone have to sell their soul to a demon for that promise. That's what we're fighting for.
We've changed.
The gifts have made us stronger.
And they have become even more powerful. Eventually they will dominate us.
We will not kill one another, Chiron. We will be stronger, simply because we must.
My gift has become very powerful. Zul'Goroth seems to see me as some sort of murder weapon. How has your gift developed?
Remember that portal in Moloch Mountain? My gift let me open it. Since then, I've learned much about magic, about demons, and portals. Large portals. Powerful portals to other spheres. I can open them and pass through them. Once Zeran led the Borboradians. He called himself Portifex Maximus, the greatest portal opener. That is now my calling.
Then you could just transport yourself into Azrael's headquarters.
Unfortunately, no.
Borborad's dogma, what are its exact words?
As Alvaranian of the forbidden knowledge, Borborad is revered by those who refuse to be forbidden to think. His ideal is freedom, but only a strong mind will attain complete freedom. And a strong mind comes only from a strong will.
And there are no limits to this ideal of freedom.
Your freedom ends where your will ends, and your will opens the forbidden gates. Who passes those gates can achieve anything.
You mean blood magic, spells with your own blood or with the blood of others?
In the name of justice! The old gods distributed magic completely arbitrarily. Borborad's spells make people more equal.
And encourages them to fight constantly. Our gift's a prime example.
The law of the world, the eternal struggle. Only through it is their development. Only through it does each give their best.
Three awakened had to die for my gift to grow. Is what Azrael says true? That we're the last two?
We are. My gift had to grow as well.
And their souls?
Zul'Goroth will have claimed them. The price of your and my power.
They were our brothers and sisters. At least some of them.
That doesn't matter. Not for you and me either, my love. Morality is what we declare to be true. Father never understood that.
You're right.
I know.
Three. They.
That. Moral.
You seem cold.
You seem soft.
I summoned Zul'Goroth. Cassio revealed his true name to me.
So, Cassio, I see. And you're the one who was victorious in your struggle? Or did she reveal the true name out of the milk of human kindness?
She died so that I would not have to fight you. For an end to the awakened struggle. The true name was part of that plan.
That was truly noble of her. Did the plan succeed?
Zul'Goroth told me that there are 7 seals in this monastery. I must destroy them all to break his pact with Azrael.
Then we will no longer have to kill each other. We'll be able to share our gifts as we please.
The seals! I knew it! This is the answer! Chiron, I have to speak with Segal. Who, where, why... I'll explain that all later.
Hey, that's a little fast.
I love you, Chiron, but this is really important. Please be patient and look around my camp a little. The next attack by Azrael's people will come soon. Maybe you can help us to secure the outpost. My people will adore you once they've seen you fight. We'll meet back here when you're done. I'll see you soon, Chiron.
Well guys, a lot has happened. This episode has gone on long enough. If you like to go ahead and like, comment, follow, subscribe. If you want to see more awesome CreamTV content, you know exactly what to do. Turn on your notifications and do exactly what I just said. Like and engage with my social media. They're up top in the overlay, also in the description below. As well as share around and engage with your favorite YouTube or Twitch channel video content. I do different content on both. As well as if you're a Twitcher or a YouTuber and you're in the auto host, that's where if you're on Twitch, if you were to add me to auto host and I start streaming and you weren't streaming, your channel automatically broadcasts my channel. Both get exposure. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. And for YouTube, it's an auto feature channel. If you were to add me that, I show up on your main page, probably on the right side underneath your banner is a little channel icon and my page name. Or on the left side, depending on your layout, or whatever. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, and if you happen to go to Twitch and YouTube, you want to do both for your boy, oh my god, I would love it! Thank you so much, and I have no problem doing any of that back, just ask. As always, if you wish to make a donation to CreamTV, you can go to my you can go to my Twitch TV website. Links in the description. Link is up in the overlay. It's also the full links in the description below. And if you're having trouble at Twitch and you do want to donate, you can also go to streamlabs.com. All donations go to the same place. All funds appropriated are greatly appreciated. Any amount counts, and all appropriations go to better hardware, software, games and gaming, internet, and most importantly, a better viewing experience for you, the people of Twitch, YouTube, wherever else uploads videos, wherever else these videos find their place, and of course, the lovely legionnaires of the Creampire and Streamer Squad. Now, if you guys are into scripting, coding, web development, modding, or things like that, check out scriptingforum.com. If that's something that, you know, interests you, there's a lot of stuff that'll pique your fancy there. As always, pardon the interruption, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and most importantly, stay creamy and tune in for the next awesome, creamy goodness. Thank you.